Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear and see everything okay. And we will get started in just a moment. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me see here. All right. Hey, Laura. Hi, Pamela, Aubrey, Cherie, Jamie. Hey, Mom. Welcome in. Who else is here? Hello, Oma. I have my mom and my grandma here today. Always such a special treat. Jamie said, when I get a moment, can I let you know if you've posted the September live stream schedule yet? Not yet, but I am going to be actually creating that live stream schedule today during this stream with you guys. So we will have the live stream schedule all set and ready to go and posted later today. Okay, it looks like everything is going good. Everyone can hear me and see everything. Excellent, excellent. My mom said 2.5 years since we moved, and I finally made enough space to fit the car in the garage. Very satisfying. I love that, Mom. That's such a great feeling. This like a couple days ago, I just watched The Incredibles again. And that reminds me so much of the scene in that when she calls, like Helen Hunt calls her husband, Bob, and she's like, I have an announcement. We are officially moved in. And he's like, why hasn't the last 3 years counted? And she's like, because I finally unpacked the last box. And that's what that reminds me of. Oh, okay. Kimberly said, I'm hearing some background whistling sounds when you speak, but I can hear you just fine. Okay. I think I see it on my audio levels. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, no. I hear it as well, but I can definitely still hear you. Let me really quickly, before we get started, everybody, get comfortable, grab a beverage, grab a snack, grab your bullet journal, whatever you're going to be working on today. And I'm very quickly going to just tap into my audio here to see if I can figure out what the deal is. If there is some sort of like buzzing or high frequency sound, I would love to get rid of that. Let me also see if I just back my microphone up. Let me know, guys, if you can still hear that sound. Okay. Let me know if it's a little bit better, me just being backed up from the mic, or if it's like a consistent high pitch sound that you're able to hear no matter what. Mom said, all sounds good for me. Hey, Chumbawamba, welcome in. Hello, Sam. Okay, Sam said it sounds worse to me now. Okay, so let me bring my microphone back if that's the case. Liz said it sounds fine to me. Just going to bring my mic a little closer again. Only hear it when you talk. Okay. Give me one second. Aubrey said, I can still hear. I'll edit and come back and see if that helps. Caitlin said it sounds good. Just Plain Mom said it sounds good. Okay. I'm like a stickler for audio. So It always is I never like it when I hear that some people are having some audio issues, even if it's just slight. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself and just unplug and replug my cords. Sometimes that does the trick. All right, so give me 1 second. Sam said, "I can still hear it, but it isn't as loud as before." Oma says, "Everything sounds perfect." Okay, let me try one quick again, just plug and unplug just in case, and I'll unmute myself in 1 sec. Okay. I unplugged and replugged. It sounds like a lot of you are not having any issues with the audio, so it might just be something that certain people's speakers or headphones are picking up on. So I will continue as usual. If anybody throughout this stream is having any unpleasant audio sensations that are preventing you from thoroughly enjoying the stream, please do interrupt me and let me know. I'm always happy to investigate the issue a little further, but otherwise, we will just continue on our way and start today's bullet journal live stream. So, welcome everybody. Happy weekend. I hope everybody is having a lovely week and a lovely start to the month of September. I see that we already had a little bit of drink conversation happening earlier. Um, as usual, Cherie is our honorary drink reminder person. She is always here to let us know when to take a sip of our beverages, reminding us to stay hydrated today. Today, as my drink, I've got a yerba mate, my favorite form of caffeination. Cheers, everybody. I also have Luna hanging out with me in here today. She is sitting on a couch right next to me. So maybe later in the stream, I'll grab her and we can have a little Luna break. As always, let me know what you are drinking today. Let me know what you are up to while you are watching this stream today. I see that Aubrey just had, or wait, no, somebody had liquid IV. Pamela has liquid IV. Aubrey has a cherry pineapple strawberry LaCroix. We've got coffee. We've got other LaCroix. Good morning, Bianca. 5 a.m. in Australia, and I can't sleep. So happy to be able to catch this. I'm so happy that this happened to line up with you being unable to sleep at 5 a.m. That's the worst. I'm very happy I can keep you company today, though. Farley said, I'm making 30 greeting cards to take to Stamp Joy in Iowa later this fall for a card swap. That is so fun, Farley. I love that. Sam is drinking water. Tomorrow is Labor Day in the US. That is right. Dana said, I logged on to watch something while I journaled today and was excited to see you were live. I just love when the timing of the live streams perfectly lands with you guys working on your journals or specifically needing something to get you through the day. I feel like it's like divine bullet journal intervention. And this is actually a reschedule of a stream I was supposed to do last Thursday. So I'm happy I could reschedule it for a weekend. I feel like weekends generally work best for everybody, anyways. So it was truly meant to be. Liz has got a water and some peach Celsius working on the rest of your September spreads. Perfect. For all of those of you that are bullet journaling alongside me today, I am excited for us to get some work in our bullet journals done. And I am very excited about today's stream. So, not only am I going to be setting up the rest of my weekly spreads for the month of September. So, I have this week, or this coming week, starting tomorrow, all set up and ready to go here. And then I've got the following week set up as well. I set these up as a part of my September Plan With Me live stream. The replay of that live stream is available on my YouTube channel to watch at any time in case you missed it. But I decided to just set up 2 weeklies during that stream, and then I saved the last 2 weeks of September for today's stream. So I'm going to be setting up a couple different weekly spreads, and I'm going to be utilizing the live stream polls so that you guys can help make all the decisions for me today. I'm going to have you guys decide on my theme for my weeklies, decide on layouts, decide on all of the little creative stylistic decisions. And I think that that's going to be really fun. I always love doing the live stream setups where I really put the decisions in your guys' hands. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm very excited about that. And then the other thing I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be getting my monthly September spreads ready for September. So I decided to just wait for today and essentially kind of think of tomorrow as like the start of the new month. So I am going to be going into my monthly calendar, my monthly brain dump, my live stream schedule, as well as into my September weeklies and just get fully prepped and ready for the new month. A big piece of my start of the month bullet journal routine is needing to take time after I've set up all of my monthly spreads to go in and really lay out the month, not only with writing down any appointments or events that are happening, but also just kind of brainstorming my intentions for the month, setting up my weekly to do lists so that I can get a good running start to the new month. And for me, that really makes all the difference. So I'm very excited to get all ready for September today. You can consider this to be like a part 2 of my September Plan With Me live stream. That was getting all my monthlies set up, starting my weeklies. And today we're going to finish my weeklies and then actually go back to these spreads and make sure everything is filled out and ready as much as possible for the rest of September. Chumbawamba said, "You're really close to the end of the journal." I am. This is absolutely going to be my last month in this journal. I've squeezed as many months as possible into this one, and I only have a few blank pages left. So I've got 2 left for my weeklies for the rest of September. And then after that, I've got 6 available spreads. So I might end up using dailies throughout this month. I might not. I might end up using these last pages just as maybe brainstorm or swatch pages for my next journal. But it is very exciting because it does mean that I'll be starting a new journal in October. So, very excited about that. I still need to purchase my new journal. I haven't yet figured out exactly which one I'm going to use. So, once I figure that out and get my journal ordered and get it in my hands, I'll have it all set and ready to go to start setting up for October. Dana said, "I do Bible journaling spreads in my journal too, and I'm hoping to fill this one by the middle of the month because I want a Halloween journal." I love that. Just like new journal for Halloween has got to be the standard. We'll consider that like our new year. New year starts at Halloween. Okay, so first things first is we need to decide on theme for these weeklies. And also, actually, first things first is I'm going to move this light here really quick. do a little rearranging here. Get my lighting situation ironed out. Trying to get rid of the shadows that my hands are casting. That's always kind of my goal with my lighting and all the many different lights I have scattered around. Okay. That's fine. Oh, my mom said I just bought a Sequest journal for the first time. It looks really good. I'm going to look that up because I have never heard of that. There we go, 160 GSM dot grid A5 notebook. Yeah. Sequest journal. They look like a similar contender to ooh, wow, some of these cover designs are very cool. But yeah, it looks like a brand kinda similar to Archer and Olive or, Sassy Pigeon HQ, kind of the same style. Oh, hi, Luna. Are you coming over here? Come here. Come here. Well, Luna just walked by, cutie. Um, that's really good to know, Mom. I'm not opposed to trying out a new journal. I do love supporting Beck's Etsy shop, however. So it's kind of hard for me right now. I feel like to want to try something different. Um, I don't know. I'm just so bad at buying myself journals. Like a lot of the times the journals I end up using are ones that were like gifted to me or sent to me. I feel like I always am like putting off the decision of which journal I'm going to get. Um, but yeah, I mean, Beck does still have some beautiful ones in stock. I just feel like I'm always like, I know Beck, so I want to support Beck and I love her journals. I think the only thing that would stop me usually is just that it's Australia. So it's going to be a little bit more as far as shipping goes. But I just love supporting Beck. So I feel like I'll end up getting a Sassy Pigeon HQ notebook. Um, but oh, she has like a white snowflake one that's kind of cool. And a blue seashell one. Ooh, I really like this gray starry moon one. I'll send Beck's shop in the chat right now, just in case any of you guys want to check it out. How long does it take to get hers? Let's see. I feel like I remember getting hers actually like surprisingly quickly. Last time I had ordered. I wonder if I can find my like email confirmations. Oh, here we go. It says right here that estimated arrival would be between September 22nd and August 4th. So, right on that edge. It might be better for me to order one of Beck's notebooks for my like next one after the new year. And maybe order one that would definitely get here quickly. Um, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll pre-order one of Beck's Sassy Pigeon HQ, and then I really like the idea of trying out one of these ones that you guys just talked about, the Sequest journals. Especially, I see Janique also said that it's fantastic quality. So I'm very intrigued. Okay. So Let's get on to setting up some weekly spreads now as the first part of this live stream. And then after I set up these weeklies, I'll go back through all of my September spreads and get everything kind of filled out and set up for this month. So, first thing, oh, Sky said, I'm intrigued. I just showed up. What are they called? So, this is Sequest. I will send a link to that as well. This is the other notebook that a couple people in the chat have talked about. Okay, so I'm going to do a poll here. Actually, I'm curious, before I do a poll, I need to choose a theme for this weekly. And I kind of like the idea of I could do more honey lavender spreads, but I figured since I just did a whole setup of honey lavender, you guys might want to see something different. It's totally okay if you want to see more honey lavender, but I'm going to send a link here to all of my different sticker themes. And I kind of want to see in the chat what themes you guys are thinking for these weekly spreads. And then I'll do a poll with 4 of the options and we'll vote on a theme for this first weekly. So I'll just wait for the chat to generate some options. I'll see if there's any common suggestions, and then we'll do a little poll to vote. But if you're familiar with my themes already, you can just feel free to start shouting them out. I also did post a link there where you can scroll through all of my different themes and get a little refresher. So I am going to start typing out this poll while you guys do or write in your suggestions. What theme should I do for weekly spread number 1? Kimberly suggested pink crystal. I love that suggestion. I haven't used the crystal stickers in a while, and those are some of my favorites. Some of my most simple stickers, but they, I feel like, really stood the test of time. So I love the idea of doing the crystal collection. Ooh, Cherie's got some good suggestions here. Let's see. Sam had the suggestion of Woodland, which I love because we just completed a redesign sort of the Woodland collection. Um, let's see. I want one of Cherie's suggestions here. Desert Friend, Sunflower, Steampunk, Apple Harvest. Okay, I see Liz also suggested Apple Harvest. So let's do that. And as one last option, I really like Caitlin's Purple Peony suggestion. Okay, so I'm going to grab those 4 collections really quick just so we can visually look at them before we vote, and then I will post the poll. So let me grab Pink Crystal, Woodland, Apple Harvest, and Purple Peony. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I've got our 4 different collections here. The pink crystal and the purple peony, I didn't have any of the monthly kits in stock, but I did have the decorative and functional sheets in stock. So here are the options today. So first of all, we have the pink crystal collection, and I also got a sheet of the original crystals just in case. We ended up wanting to sprinkle those in. Okay. Then we have the Woodland collection. So I got the Woodland monthly kit right here. Another look. Woodland, mushrooms, ferns, and little animals. We then have the Apple Harvest monthly kit, which looks like this. And finally, we have the purple peony decorative sheet along with the functional add-on sheet. So I am going to post the poll now. These are our 4 options for what theme I'm going to use for my first weekly spread today. So poll is going up. We have about 40 people here, so I'll give you guys some time to get your votes in while I take a sip on my yerba mate and chat with everybody in the live chat. So pink crystal, woodland, apple harvest, purple peony. We've got 2 Randolphs in the chat. I love that. Sky and my Oma, Maria. Get these tangles out of my hair. Okay, we have about 20 votes in, so about half of you have voted. Again, there is a poll at the either top or bottom of the chat window, depending on what device you're watching this stream on. You can vote between these 4 different themes, and whatever is the majority vote will be the sticker collection that I use for this weekly spread that I am about to set up. This is the very first decision that we're needing to make today. First and most important. So we got 30 votes in, and it's pretty heavily favoring the Woodland collection. About 43% of you have voted for Woodland, and then we got 10% Crystal, 26% or 10% Crystal, 26% Apple Harvest, and 23% Purple Peony. So I feel like I can say with a fair amount of confidence that Woodland is our winner for this weekly spread. So I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. Thank you for the drink reminders, as always, Cherie. Let me finish getting this one little tangle out of my hair. There we go. Let me take a sip of my beverage. Cheers, everybody. Okay. So, next decision to make. We've got our Woodland collection decided for our theme. So, next question is, do we want this to be a Dutch door weekly spread or a simple weekly spread without a Dutch door? Dutch door, for reference, is when you cut a part of the page off to create a little flap. So actually yeah. Okay, so should we do a Dutch door for this weekly? Yes or no? And keep in mind, we're setting up 2 weeklies today. So if there's anything we don't do on the first weekly, we can always still do it on the second one. So next poll is going up. Let me know, should we do a Dutch door for this weekly spread? I just always have so much fun doing live streams like this where I have you guys make the decisions. It's almost like a choose your own adventure game or something like that. let's see. I want to also do a little. Hello, Monica. Welcome in. So happy to see you today, bright and early in New Zealand. All right, we've got 73% of you voting for a Dutch door, 31 votes in. I'll just give it another second to let more people vote if you haven't gotten your vote in yet. And I'm also really quickly going to share this to my Instagram story. Post a little link. Okay. So the votes are in, and we are doing a Dutch door weekly spread. All right. It's been a while since I've done a Dutch door, and I feel like I want to do a horizontal Dutch door, which is a little different. So I'm going to need my little X-Acto knife here. And then I just want to first decide how big I want it. Because I think what I want to do is do a horizontal Dutch door where this has all of my daily sections. And then the top is sort of like my general weekly spaces. So I think I want it to be a little higher up than half the page, probably around here. So I'm just going to go in and not overthink it too much. I'm going to use one of these thick pieces of paper as a little backing for me here so I don't cut through the paper. Let me get my little X-Acto knife. And I'm thinking here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I've got that pushed all the way in. I'm going to go ahead and try my best to cut straight across, following the little bullets on my page. Like that. And now I want to cut this part off. It's always hard not to cut through all the rest of my pages. I'm going to try my best here. There we go. All right, let me trim off some of these little bits. Okay. The fact that this edge is a little bit jagged here, like my X-Acto knife didn't cut through all the way, I actually don't mind at all, but it's making me think about putting like a piece of washi tape over that little flap. I've seen people do that before with Dutch doors, and I know I've done it a couple times, and it's a very cute look. So I'm kind of curious if I even have any washi that would work with this collection, and I actually might. I don't use washi tape very often, but this kind of looks like a perfect match right off the bat. Some colorful kind of leaves and flowers. I mean, I feel like that would work pretty spot on. Let me double check that I don't have a better fit. Ooh. Okay. I actually do. All of my washi tape is pretty old because I don't use it very often, but this is washi tape from Coffee Scribbles Co. I absolutely love Daphne's shop and her Patreon. I used to be a Patreon member a couple years ago, but we have two options here. We have this little mushroom one, and then we have this awesome kind of tan ginkgo leaf pattern. So, two really wonderful options. I feel like these ones have to be it since they match, I feel like, this woodland theme even more. But let me kind of pull a couple pieces a little more so we can see the washi a little better. And then let me put it right next to the woodland stickers so we can really see the comparison, and then we can vote. I might as well also bust out this third option here. It's a little bit different. Okay, oh, we are blurry. There we go. Okay. Trying to find a good in-between brightness here. Let me try this. That looks better. Okay, so we are going to call these washi options 1 mushroom, 2 tan, and 3 floral. And let me actually drop the camera a little bit so that I can get you guys a little bit closer here. So you can get a slightly better look at our 3 options. So let's start a poll. Which washi tape should I use? 1 mushrooms, 2 tan leaves, 3 floral. 1, 2, 3. Don't count the sunflower one. So poll is up. We have about 52 people here, so I'll wait till a majority of people have voted or until we have a clear winner. It seems from the chat that mushrooms is going to be the clear winner. Hey, Marissa, welcome in. I'm new here and new to bullet journaling, still trying to learn things about it. Well, I think this is going to be a great stream for you, Marissa. Not only am I going to be setting up 2 weekly bullet journal spreads, just like these ones here, a little bit different, but same idea, like spreads for 1 week. I'm also then going to go back to my monthly spreads that I set up last week. And I'm going to get these all filled out and ready to go for September. So today's stream will give you a little bit of a sense of, just for me personally, what my kind of start of month bullet journaling routine looks like, how I get ready for a new month in my bullet journal, and the type of spreads that I set up. I've been bullet journaling for 7 years, so always keep that in mind when watching me, seeing my spreads, that I've been doing this for a long time, so I always like to remind people of that just so they're not comparing themselves too much. I also have a lot of resources if you are wanting to achieve any spreads similar to mine. I've got a sticker shop. I have my Patreon where you can access hundreds of printables just like these ones here. And of course, my Instagram, YouTube videos, all that jazz. I have a video on my YouTube channel that I posted not too long ago called 20 Beginner Bullet Journal Spreads. I think that's a great one to watch as well, Marissa. Marissa said, "Awesome. I'm a sponge and wanting to soak up as much as I can." I love that. All right, so we've got a winner for our washi tape poll, and that is the Coffee Scribbles Co. Mushroom washi tape. I'm going to send Daphne's Patreon as well as her Instagram, Coffee and Scribbles, because I just love Daphne's artwork so much. Daphne's actually an account that I started following when I first started bullet journaling. She doesn't post bullet journaling content anymore, but she just focuses on her artwork. But she used to, I think, many years ago. And we were both just two very small accounts that started following each other. Um, but so I have just a long standing love for Daphne and her artwork. Um, I definitely would love to join her Patreon again at some point in the future, but I will send a link over so that you guys can check her out if you would like. Okay. Hey, Holly, welcome in. How's everyone's weekend? Going good, Holly. How about yours? So you're coming back from your Nana's. That sounds lovely. Okay, so we are going to use some of this mushroom washi tape. I am going to start off. This one ripped a little bit. I'm going to start off by using it like I was intending, just on this little Dutch door top here. But I might end up using some more of this washi. We will see. So I think I'm going to use a full strip on either side. I was going to maybe just fold it to fit here, but I kind of like the idea of being able to see the entire washi strip. So I'm going to go like that and then like that. I've had this washi tape for years, so I am very excited to finally be using it today. I have no problem using my own stickers. Like, I don't hoard my own stickers really, but when it comes to products from other people that I really love, I definitely have a tendency to want to hoard onto those supplies a little bit more. Holly said, "What have I missed so far?" Not much, Holly. This is the first spread I'm setting up today. We just decided on the theme, voted on what washi tape I'm going to use, and we also voted on this being a Dutch door weekly spread. So I chopped off the top of this right page, and now I'm just starting to lay in some washi tape. So haven't missed much. So happy to have you here. I actually do want to rip this off at the end here because it's a little bit see-through. So if I leave this on the other side, it will probably show up a bit. What I really need is my scissors, but I'm too lazy to go look for them. So here I am. All right, same thing over on this side. All right. So we got our cute washi tape happening. You can tell I'm still messing around with my camera brightness because it just doesn't seem to be right. That's a little better. Hello, Cece. First live, but wanting to see how you set up with your stickers. I'm waiting on my first order for my daughter who's new to bullet journaling and wanted a fun start. That is so exciting, Cece. I'm very excited for your order to ship out and for you to receive them. As always, to anybody who places orders from my shop, thank you so much for your patience. I know I do not have the quickest turnaround times of other sticker shops that you could purchase from, but every single order makes me so happy. And yeah, I'm very excited for you and your daughter to receive your new sticker, Cece. And thanks so much for being here in a live stream. I hope you get some ideas today on how to use my stickers. And today, for this first spread, I am using my Woodland themed sticker collection. So we've got that washi tape laid in here. So I want these to be my daily sections. And that actually makes me realize, which I should have realized sooner, that I think I want the washi tape to go all the way across here because, again, these are actually all going to be my weekly sections. So I think that that would only make sense. I should have done that from the start so I could have just used one continuous piece of washi tape, but that's a-okay. There we go. So just lay that across like that. What I really need here is a washi cutter, which I think I actually maybe have. Oh, my scissors are right here. I guess that can be a washi cutter. Okay, like that. Holly said, how long is the live stream going to be today? I'm on my way home when I get travel sick and I don't have a great signal, so I might not be able to watch the start because of Wi-Fi. I am probably going to be streaming for around 3 hours today. That would be my guess. We're almost at an hour already, so I think 3 hours is a safe estimate. All right, same thing over here. I'm pretty stoked for the day that I make my own washi tape. It's coming. It's happening. I've decided that after our move happens and we're settled, I'm going to be plowing forward with making some new products, specifically some journals and some washi tape. I would love to start there. So I got ideas brewing. Okay. Cute. So let's lay in some weekly sections now. Just focus in on the bottom of the spread. I'm going to grab my ruler. Luna, are you sleeping on my ruler over here? There we go. So I'm just going to draw in some simple black dividing lines to create 8 daily sections here. And again, this is a weekly spread for, I think, the 3rd full week of September. I've been really enjoying getting my bullet journal set up in advance. Life has been hectic and crazy and busy for just like, it's never ending now. It feels like every month is that way. So I found that having things set up well ahead of time has been really working for me. It just gives me one less thing to worry about in the craziness of the week by week. And it means that I can just have a couple of these public live streams where I get my month all set up all my weekly spreads, and then my bullet journal is ready to go for me for the rest of the month. And I've really been appreciating that. I started doing that in July. Cherie said, "When Jake gets famous, do we get autographed pictures?" Of course, Cherie. It'll be a new Patreon tier. $30 tier gets the full sticker collection and a signed headshot of Jake. Sky said I'm having trouble picking an October theme. Do you have some options in mind, Sky? I already got October picked out, which is going to be this one here. Oh, and I saw earlier somebody said still waiting on the printables of these collages. Those are still going to be coming. And I'll be sure, especially I want this one up this month. So it's ready to go for anybody who wants it for October. This is my ghost sticker collection. Cherie, thank you for the reminder. I will get these collages in printable form up for you. Okay, so we got those little sections in. Now, I like the idea of using these little flags here, maybe like at the bottom of each little section, or at the bottom of the washi tape. Like that. Same thing over here. All right, now gotta lay in some days of the week. So I'm thinking these small pink ones. I could also do these longer green letters. Let's do a poll for you guys to decide for me. Okay. Which weekly letter stickers should I use? The long green ones or the short pink ones? Do black and green. Okay, poll is up. Let me know, guys. Should I use these weekly headers or these weekly headers? And it's going to go like right here on top of slash next to the flag. And then I'll have the date on the left side of the flag. See you later, Kimberly. Thank you so much to whoever just placed a sticker order. I also think that I still have my free shipping deal going on right now. And let me confirm. Yes, I do. It's kind of sneaky. For anyone in this live chat right now, I have free shipping happening in my sticker shop. I turned that on a week ago for a newsletter I sent out, and I just haven't set it back to not being free yet. I usually like to kind of sneakily extend my deals and whatnot, just so in case people think that they missed it, they can actually still get it. But so if anyone is interested in purchasing some stickers from my shop, I will be turning the free shipping off today, after today. So tomorrow, shipping prices will be back to normal. If you do want to take advantage of the free shipping, go ahead. You can place an order today. If you're also waiting on an order to ship, I am going to be getting all caught up in the next week. I'm a little bit behind on my shipping schedule, but not much. So orders are still shipping out after approximately 3 weeks. I, again, am like a week and a half or so behind right now, but we'll be all caught up very soon. Cece said, I'm super minimalist with my Bujo setup, but I love watching the pretty and creative things that others do. Holly celebrating your mom's birthday, and you don't have much high pain when I last saw you, so it's been nice to have a day where I'm not in bad pain. I am very happy to hear that for you, Holly. I know that you deal with a lot of pain on a regular basis, so I'm happy you're having an easier day today. All right, poll is done. We voted for these weekly headers, so let me lay those in. So I'm going to stick those like this, basically on the right. Or maybe, should I stick them right over the, no, I'm going to stick them on the right side, and then I'll do my date on the left. Scoot it over a little more. Yeah, I think like that. Sky said, my birthday is September 8th. Happy early birthday, Sky. Only 5 days. That is very exciting. I'm going to be setting my live stream schedule a little bit later in the stream. Maybe we can do a birthday stream for you, Sky. Thanks, Mom. I'm so happy I found this washi tape. Such a cute combination with this theme. Okay, that is adorable. I love it. I kind of want to use my stamps just because I have them sitting right in front of me here. So I think I'm going to stamp my dates here. And this is for the 18th through the 24th. So let me find all my numbers. I think I already got them here. Okay. So let's start with all my ones. So let me see here. What did I say? The 18th through the 24th? Yes. 1, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. And these are stamps from the brand Contact Crafts. You can find their stuff on Amazon if you look up Pegz stamps, P-E-G-Z. And I know that they're also creating a website right now. I don't know if it's live yet, but previously they've only been available on Amazon, but they're making their own homepage now to make things easier. Okay, it looks like it's live. So I'm going to send you guys the link because I know you guys love all these stamps that I use, and it's been kind of hard to tell you guys where to get them. It totally looks like this, like the website is live now. Let me see here. Let me see. Yes, yes, amazing. So here is a link to their website. This is specifically the page that has these stamps on there. Bam. So in case you guys are interested, there's the information for the stamps that I use. Much easier to find now. Okay, I need a 2 Need a 0. Here we go. Let's see. Holly said, "What's one positive thing everyone has done the end of the week today? Mine is not having a lot of high pain." This live stream is a positive thing that I'm doing at the end of my week, Holly. I love ending my week with a good old live stream. I love hanging out with you guys. It's my favorite. So that is my good thing. But I love that question, Holly. I feel like everybody can always use a little dose of gratitude in their week. So I'm very curious, what is everybody's? Let me know one positive thing about the end of this week. Luna's being really cute. She's stretching. All right, there we go. Successful stampage. I love my stamps. Okay. So we've got these cute daily sections all done. I love how this looks. I actually want to post a little progress shot to my Instagram story right now because I really want to tag Daphne in this so she can see I'm using her washi. So cute. I love that. Oh, I love the gratitude happening in the chat right now. Thank you so much to whoever just placed a sticker order, took advantage of that free shipping deal. Okay, so next thing. I feel like I want one of these headers at the top here. But the question is, which one? I guess we have to do a poll. Let's do a poll to decide on which header I'm going to use. We've got 4 options. We've got mouse. I'll do color and the animal. Yellow mouse, green squirrel, orange deer, or pink fox. And as you're answering this poll, let me know in the chat because I'm very curious. Is your decision based on the color or the animal? 'Cause I feel like if I were to make my own decision, it would probably just be based on the color that I want, but I know a lot of people choose based on the specific animal in the illustration, so I'm very curious. Also, I think, like, the mouse one is a good option specifically because of the mushroom, because it has a mushroom that kinda matches the mushroom washi tape, so that could be another reason why that one would be a good option. Um, Yvonne said she voted for the mushroom, Cherie's voting for the animal, Autumn is voting for the color, Marissa was voting for the animal, Sam's voting for the color. Very mixed. I think I would vote 1 based on the background color and 2 based on the mushroom. But I think I'm not voting in the poll because I love to get your guys' opinion, but I think my mind would have gravitated towards one of these because I like the green background and I like the mushroom coherency or cohesiveness. But I love seeing there's 27 votes in, so I'll still give you guys time. About half of you can still vote if you want, but it's very interesting to me to see that the orange deer is winning by quite a large margin. I just love to know the general opinion of these very specific kind of like aesthetic opinions and differences between us. I think it is just so fun to discover like where opinions match and differ. Sometimes we do these polls and it's like everything is so split 50-50. It's clearly so scattered. And other times it's very definitive where a majority of you are thinking the same thing. And I think it's very fascinating. Sky said this whole set is cute. What is it called in the shop? This is the Woodland collection. I just also finished designing a kind of like redesign of this collection that is a general autumn nights theme. Um, I can send a link to the specific little category in my shop that has this entire collection there. This is a pretty old collection too. I think this is one that I designed in my first year, maybe. Here it is. The Woodland collection. Gemini said, "Did I outfit match on purpose?" You know, it must have been a little bit subconscious because 'cause you're absolutely right that I am totally outfit matching. I think it might just be the general, like, fall energy that's happening here in Portland. It's cold. It's fall all of a sudden. I have mixed feelings about it, but I'll at least wear some cute burnt orange to try to get in the fall spirit. Dress myself up like I'm a little pumpkin spice latte. Okay. Orange deer is the winner. Let's end the poll and let's lay in our little orange deer. I'm going to put her in at the top here. Like that. And now I want a header on top of her. And yes, she's a girl. Don't ask me how I know. I'm going to look through my giant sticker stack here to see if I have any monthly headers that I want to use. I know that I have some monthly headers on some of my Patreon only sheets from recently. Owl, woodland, fall leaves. Let's see, back here. No. Okay, you know what? Let's do some stamping. Gemini said we should name the deer. You're absolutely right. Taking name suggestions now for our little deer fella. Let me know. What should we name her? Okay. I'm going to dig through my stamps for a little bit and see if it seems like I can find September in here. And we'll go from there. This bin is also slightly full of cat hair because Luna likes to lay in here. Blow some of that cat hair out first. Luna, are you stretching over there? Do you hear me talking about you? Okay, let's see what we can find. Looking for September. I'm open to lowercase or uppercase, kind of whatever I find first. Okay, S-E-T. We're off to a good start here. R. So I need a P. P. Here it is. I need an M. All right, this is a W, but that could work as an M. Oh, here's the M. All right, I'm having a pretty easy time finding everything. So let's see, I've got S, E, P, Sept. I need an uppercase. Oh, there's no September. All right, just a B. All I need is the B, and then I'm good to go. B, 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 B. I'm coming home. B. It's always the last letter. It's always the last letter that hides. And then I always get worried. I'm like, is this the one letter that I lost somehow that I don't have? But I think so far I've always, oh, is that a B right there in the middle under the IC? Was it a lowercase or was it the uppercase? Top, middle. Over here. Okay, here's the IC. Saw a B over here. I'm looking. Oh, okay, we got a lowercase b. You know, I'll settle for a lowercase b if I can't find the uppercase. I'll give it one more good look through. And I know B is one I've used a lot. D. All right, I am not seeing it. Oh, I found it. Yay. Again, it's always like the last one. Okay. Hello, Rapunzel. Welcome in. Here is what you have missed. I'm setting up 2 weeklies to finish September. So this is what we've set up so far. It's a Dutch door weekly. I use some washi tape on the top of my Dutch door section, and I'm using my Woodland themed sticker collection for this. Okay, so I've got my September stamps. Let me also actually get my numbers back out. I've got those all lined up here because I'm going to use those again as well. Okay, get my stamp pad back out here. There we go. I'm not going to worry too much about the spacing because I'm okay if it doesn't fit totally on this header and if it leaks over. I can't believe it's September. Wake me up when September ends. Do, 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 do. That song and do you remember that 21st night of September? Those are just constantly in my head throughout this month. It's kind of like when it's May and then you just can't stop singing, it's gonna be May. Same energy. I love when months have a song associated with them. Oh, I love that quote, Holly. So sweet. Quote from Holly: "We are cheering each other on even when things are tough. We can boost each other's confidence." I love that. September. That's spelled right, right? September. Something about it looks wrong. I think it's just because September is a pretty long word. I'm like, is that too many letters? September. No, that's right. Spelling is one of those things that, like, once you finish a word, sometimes you're like, that can't be right. Is that always how that word has been spelled? Okay, 18 through 24. I'm just going to connect them together here. 18 through 24. And then I'm going to go like this. Like that. September 18 through 24. Perfect. Let me stick all of my numbers back together. Keep them sorted amongst themselves. On and on and on. On and on and on. Okay. Used our stamps. I feel like I need a little, some sort of small little decorative item right there. Maybe one of my leaves here. Like that. Perfect. Okay. This is turning out so cute. Okay. So I kind of like the idea of maybe having this space be like a top 3 section, um, of like, if I only get 3 things done this week, what are my focus items? So, yeah, I like that idea. Um, how do I want to do that? Maybe a mushroom like that. And then something here that says like my top 3 tasks. Like that. And then basically do 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then I like the idea here of having like a general weekly task list. So maybe putting one of these guys in over here. I'm also a little bit curious. I saw in my sticker stack here that I've got my fall leaves collection. And some elements on that collection go really well with this one. So I want to look into that, specifically like these little leaves and acorns and pine cones. And then I also really love these little wreaths happening there. So I might use those, but let me think here. Let me think. I love that holly, all the Taylor Swift songs with September in it. Hmm. Let me take a sip of my drink and think about what I want to do for my weekly tasks header over here. While I'm thinking about that too, I'll put a little bit of decoration over here. And you know what? Let me go back up to your quote, Holly. I have some room for a quote here, so I feel like I might as well use the one that you suggested, created by yourself, to commemorate this live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and letter in this quote. We are cheering each other on, even when things are tough. All right, last word here. Like that. Thank you for the quote, Holly. Here we go with a little credit for you, Holly. Yes, Gemini. That's exactly what I was planning here because I didn't have enough room to put things. So what I figured is I'll just kind of leave a little bit of deliberate space. And then I figure I can, like, you are exactly on the same wavelength as me. I was figuring I could fill it either with a little sticker or, like you said, a little swirly arrow type thing. Those are my go-to kind of space fillers when I need them. Um, I like the idea of maybe putting this little acorn in here, especially because this is a little squirrel sticker beneath it. And then I'll just have to rewrite in the E for R to kind of overlap the sticker. And then I'll grab a white gel pen and do a little white outline around that. And it's just going to make it kind of look like almost like we stuck in a sticker with this quote. Give it a little white outline, just like the stickers have. So that way we can really see this lettering on top of this little acorn. Like that. So there's my cute little quote hidden back there. All right, and now to actually finally make my decision about this. I don't know, part of me is thinking maybe more washi. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Almost thinking like washi on the left and right. I could even then use some of this washi that got ripped earlier. Kind of like the idea of that with like a task list sticker on top. Thank you again for your quote suggestion, Holly. See you later, Cece. Thanks so much for stopping on in. And I hope you have a lovely start to the new week. Okay, let me look back through my big sticker stack here. I want to see if I can find a like task list sticker to put on top of the washi tape there. This would work. Here we go. Good old freebie sheets. Always come in handy when you're looking for a to-do list sticker. To-do list. Bam. I'm going to use a Crayola Super Tip and some sort of light brown to create some dots for all of my different to-do lists. That looks good. Kind of an orangey brown to match. I'll do the same thing. Do I want to do that for my daily sections? Jamie said, I'm a little behind on the chat, but I'm drinking Pepsi, although I should grab a water. And one positive thing about this week was that I changed to my Halloween decorations and smells. I love that. We have our Halloween decorations up already, actually, and just bought a fall scented candle today. So we're on the same wavelength. Okay. I think that looks good. I'm going to leave these daily sections a bit more open. So I'm not going to put any bullets there. But I think that that looks pretty much done for this Dutch Store weekly spread. I love how this has turned out. So much fun with this Woodland collection. Yeah, I love it. Part of me is like, do I want to make this mushroom pink instead? Yes. Minor change, but I feel like the pink complements the spread a little bit more, a little bit softer. Gemini asked, how many patrons do I have? I have 302 patrons as of now. It always goes up throughout the month and then drops a little bit at the start of the month because, some people will decide to cancel their pledge for the next month and whatnot. But like for my average is 330 patrons for each month. 330. It's our little family over there. I love my patrons so much. All right. Beautiful. Weekly spread set up and ready to go. Here's a little look back at my other September weeklies. We've got this one here for this coming week, this one for the following week. I set up both of these during my last live stream, the replay of which is um, available to watch on my YouTube channel. And then here is the third week of September with this beautiful mushroom woodland theme. Absolutely love how this turned out. So much fun. So let's flip the page and let's set up my last weekly of September. Now, again, I want to get theme suggestions from you guys. I'm not just going to default back to the suggestions from the last weekly. Let's do a whole like fresh round of suggestions now that we've set up this woodland themed weekly spread. So in the live chat, I'm going to send a link again to my list of themes on my website. So if you want to refresh of all the different themed collections I have, and then I want for you guys to, in the chat, suggest what theme you want to see for this last weekly of September. Ooh, Sky had a very cool suggestion to start spooky stuff. So we could do my ghost collection. That is this collection right here, which I haven't used for any other spread besides this page. So I could do that for the last week of September. This will be my October theme. Gemini suggested outer space stickers. I love that so much. That is a great idea. Okay, so I love those two suggestions. Let's get those onto the poll. And then I need two more suggestions for the poll. What theme should I use for weekly spread number 2? Something spooky. Space, outer space, campfire. I love that. Jamie asked if I printed any of the new collection, not the Autumn Nights collection. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that yet. I see a suggestion for strawberry, Stephanie. I love that suggestion, but because the strawberry collection isn't listed in my shop yet, I'm going to avoid using it yet, just so I'm not like teasing and tempting people when it's not available anywhere. But the strawberry collection and my secret garden collection will be releasing this month. Those have both already shipped out to my patrons. So maybe while I'm getting more suggestions, let me actually just grab those two sticker collections and I'll grab those along with these other suggestions we have because I just love the strawberry and the secret garden stickers so much. I'd love to show you guys the printed out versions of those and maybe get you a little excited about the release of those later this month. But as far as other suggestions here, I love the idea of Luna Library. Luna's Library. Okay, so I'm going to grab the Ghost Collection, Outer Space, Campfire, and Luna's Library, along with the Strawberry and Secret Garden, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got all of the goods. So let's zoom this out, back this up, and show you guys what we've got here. So the first option is my ghost collection right here. And put that out like this. The next option is my out of this world, outer space collection. So that is right here. Then we've got the campfire collection, a long-time favorite of mine. And finally, the Luna's library collection, which has got books and cats. Bam. So there are our 4 options for this weekly theme poll. I'm going to post the poll now. It's at the top or bottom of the chat window. So go ahead, get your votes in for which theme I should set up this second weekly spread with. And in the meantime, I'll show you guys my 2 newest sticker collections, not including the one I just designed in August, but this is June and July's collections. First one we have is the strawberry monthly kit and strawberry themed sticker collection. I had all the last few months of bringing in, let's see, where's my autofocus here? Here we go. Okay. So I wanted to create more red collections, basically. So I've got the strawberry themed collection, which is in a very red themed sticker collection with strawberries, lace, and other kind of strawberry related treats. And then this is the decorative sheet for that collection. I love how this one turned out. And then my July sticker collection, I think this is one of my favorite sticker collections I've ever created. I love the artwork on this one, and it is my secret garden themed sticker collection. This one I think is worth a little zooming in because, again, I just love how all the artwork turned out on these stickers. Something I'm very, very proud of. And I really want to do more sticker collections kind of using this more painterly style. I love how this turned out. My patrons have just recently been receiving this collection along with the strawberry collection. I shipped both of those out to my patrons in the last couple weeks. Here's a little close-up flip through of the rest of the Secret Garden collection. And I also had this bonus sheet of banners as a part of that collection as well. And then the single decorative sheet. So both of these will be available in my shop later this month, the Secret Garden and the Strawberry collection. Since they have all shipped to my patrons, that's always kind of my routine with releases. New sticker collections first ship out to my patrons for that month. And then after they've shipped, I can release them in the shop. So these will be up in the shop soon. As soon as I've caught up with my previous round of sticker orders, that is when these will become available in the shop. Holly said, what month will you be using Strawberry and Secret Garden? Not 100% decided. I was thinking Secret Garden would make an awesome February theme, like kind of a romantic Valentine's Day inspired theme. So I'm thinking maybe February. And strawberry, I don't know. Strawberry, I feel like, is one of those things that I could do off season. Like, I don't think strawberry necessarily needs to be matching the season. It's also a Christmas color scheme. So it could be kind of a fun non-Christmas December theme. And if I don't end up using it soon, then I'll probably end up kind of waiting maybe until early next spring for the strawberry collection or something like that. But undecided as of now. Holly said, is free shipping still going on? Do you know when it will be stopping? And does it go to international? Yes, Holly. Today is my last day of my free shipping deal in my sticker shop. I'm going to be turning off free shipping tomorrow morning. So if you want to place an order, Holly, it does also apply to international shipping. All shipping is free. So if you want to take advantage of that, today is the day to get your order in. Okay. Gemini asked, what was your reasoning for choosing a secret garden as a theme? So, my themes are actually almost entirely decided and chosen by my patrons. So, I asked for theme suggestions for this month, and a patron of mine suggested a secret garden theme. And then my patrons voted for the secret garden theme. So, I actually, for the most part, this theme choice was out of my hands. I don't think I ever would have thought to do a secret garden theme. It's a little bit out there, like a little bit of a random theme. It's not something that has been suggested over and over again. It was a little bit of a wild card. And I'm so happy we ended up going with a secret garden theme because I just love how it turned out. I love when there's themes like this that are a little bit more open to interpretation. It's like a strawberry theme feels a lot more set. It's like I know it's gonna have strawberries, and then, you know, it almost like it designed itself. Secret Garden, there's a lot more different ways that you can approach that theme, and I love challenges like that, design challenges where I get to take a theme that could go a lot of different ways and see what direction I personally end up wanting to take it. But yeah, I love the Secret Garden collection. Okay. Let's see who won the poll. 36 votes in. There's 53 people here, so I'll give you like 30 more seconds if you want to vote. Campfire and Luna's Library are the two that are close. Like the votes are close between those. It's not going to be either of these. These are well behind. But Campfire and Luna's Library, I think, are probably only a few votes off. So if anyone hasn't yet voted in the poll at the top of the chat window, get your vote in and let me know which of these two sticker collections I should use for this weekly spread. And I'll give you like 10 more seconds. Take a sip of my yerba. All right. And Luna's Library is the winner. End the poll. Let me put this collection away. And let's flip the spread here and set up a Luna's Library weekly. So I want for this weekly here to be a lot simpler than this Dutch Door weekly. And I think I actually want to maybe film this as a 10-minute spread reel. It's been a little while since I've done any of my 10-minute spread idea, like short form videos. And that's a series I really love, and I know you guys really love. So I think that since we did kind of a more complex Dutch Store weekly here, for this next weekly, I'm going to try to set this up in under 10 minutes. And I think I'm going to see if I can grab Jake's iPod, or maybe I can just put my phone on Do Not Disturb and use mine. Yeah, I'll just do that. Let me turn off all my notifications. Okay. I think that should be fine. And then I'm going to set a 10-minute timer. Get ready for once I need that. Marissa said, I have to go and do some work. I hope you get it done quickly and catch back up if you're still live. See you later, Marissa. I'll probably be live for like another hour and a half or hour or so, maybe even a little bit longer. So hopefully I'm still here when you come check back in. And if not, the replay will be available for you to watch at any time. Yeah, Marissa said, or if I can't get back to you, do you post your lives after they're done? Yes. So all of my live streams always stay posted to YouTube. I'm pretty sure they're like immediately available. And then it just takes a little bit of processing time for the live chat to show back up, the whole chat replay. But yes, my live stream replays are always available to watch at any point after the fact. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a tab that says lives, and that has all of my live stream replays. Tracy said, finally signed up for Patreon in the $15 tier. I should have signed up for the Secret Garden month since I was using that book for my daily scribing. Oh my goodness, Tracy, thank you so much for joining. Under the $15 tier, if you're interested, you have access to all of the Secret Garden printables and digital stickers. If you scroll back through the Patreon feed back to July, that was the end of July. We'll have all of the Secret Garden digital and printable posts. So if you are interested in printing all of those out, there's like maybe 6 or 7 printable spreads. And then there's also the digital monthly sticker kit. So excited that you've decided to join Patreon, and welcome to the fam. All right, Cherie suggested a grid weekly spread, and I love that idea, Cherie. I love a good grid weekly, so we will do that. And Gemini also asked, why am I switching themes? Why not keep all September the same? So I Oh, Tracy, you said, I'm excited. I'm regularly on Team Replay. Oh my goodness, Tracy. Then definitely click through the live stream tag on Patreon, because there's also at the top of the Patreon feed, if you're on your desktop, Tracy, there's a post pinned at the top called Master Post. And if you go to that, you can go to my live stream master post, which has a full list of all of the past Patreon live streams. And I also have a digital download master post as well. But if you like the live stream replays, you'll love going through the Patreon archive of all of my Patreon live streams. I live stream 7 times a month on Patreon. So you have access to 7 live stream replays from every single month from the last, like, what, 4 or 5 years, something like that. Brooke asked, do orders ship earlier than 3 weeks usually? No. Usually not, Brooke. If anything, I tend to have sort of a hard time keeping up with my shipping schedule. Anyone who's been a supporter of mine for any amount of time probably knows that my orders have a bit of a slow turnaround time. As a one person business, I just tend to struggle with getting orders shipped on time. I'm willing to be honest about that, but I like to be honest about that so everybody has a good expectation. So no, Brooke, definitely I wouldn't expect anything to ship early, but it will, ship around 3 weeks. Ooh, I just got real hot all of a sudden. Nick said, I just wanted to let you know that you've inspired me to get myself an iPad and download Procreate and learn to draw in hand letter. I've never drawn a day in my life, so I am excited. That is so exciting, Nick. Congratulations on that purchase. I'm very excited for you. Digital art is so fun. So, very excited. During all the design live streams, Nick, always let me know if you have any questions about Procreate. I'm always willing to kind of go through and walk through my process. So, very excited to hear that, Nick. Holly said, can I ask with the free shipping, what can you get with the free monthly setup? I'm not entirely sure if I understand your question, Holly, about the free monthly setup. But free shipping applies to any purchase from my shop. Okay. And then I think I was in the middle of answering your question, Gemini, of why I switch up themes. That's something that I tend to do because honestly, I just get bored of using the same theme for too long. So, since I set up all of my monthly spreads and 2 different weekly spreads with my honey lavender theme, around mid-month is where I kind of like to switch up my theme intentionally. It gets me, like, interested in my journal again towards the end of the month, which can sometimes be a time of the month where you might experience that journaling lull. So that's why I like to switch my theme up towards the end of the month to be kind of like a refresher, like a little breath of fresh air for me. Oh, Holly, you were wondering about the PayPal free sticker monthly kit. So that was actually really only supposed to apply to last weekend. But Holly, I will honor that for the order you're placing right now. So if you just let me know in the order notes one of my monthly sticker kits that you would like, and I can send that to you for free if you place your order through PayPal. I'll send you a link really quick, Holly, to a list of all of my monthly kits. So in case you're wanting to see the full list, here that is. Just don't forget to write it in your order notes, Holly. Amy asked, when you join Patreon, do you have access to old printables or just the ones for that month? You gain access to all of the past printables. That is one of the amazing things about Patreon is when you join, you gain access to everything I've posted to Patreon since I started it in 2018. So it is a wonderful deal. Again, I think I have almost 2,000 posts on Patreon. I'm very active on Patreon. I post new printables every month, new live streams every month, all sorts of content over there. So if you do join Patreon, even just for 1 month, you can go back and download everything from the past printable pages, digital stickers, watch all my old live streams, all that jazz. So very fun to join Patreon and then scroll through all of the whole archive of posts there. I have master posts and some collections to try to organize it a little bit, but there is a lot there. Okay, let me so I want a timer for this 10-minute spread. I'm gonna go ask Jake really quick if I can borrow his iPod, and I'll be right back, and then we will get started on this second weekly spread. Holly also asked for your stickers, which month would you put them to use? I'm only asking as I can't seem to choose the ones I need for the upcoming months. Holly, that is such a personal decision. I feel like you can use any sticker theme for any month. It doesn't have to be seasonal, it doesn't have to match the month. But if you can let me know specifically what months you're looking for themes for, and I can let you know some suggestions. But for the most part, I would just scroll through all of the themes in my shop and just see which ones you like and get those. But when it comes to what month you want to use what, such a personal decision. You really can't go wrong. Okay, got my timer because I am going to be filming this next one as a 10-minute spread idea. So this is going to be, I don't think I've ever done one of my 10-minute spreads live. So this will be proof that it really can only take me 10 minutes to set up a weekly. I love posting these videos because I do it with the little timer. And I just like to show people, especially for anyone kind of intimidated by bullet journaling, that it doesn't need to take forever. My whole tagline with this series that I do is I want to show that bullet journaling doesn't have to be time consuming if you don't want it to be. Some people, and I'm one of these people a lot of the times, we like to take time in our bullet journal. It's a fun hobby and activity we have. So we don't mind if it takes a long time to set things up because that's kind of the point sometimes is we like taking time to work in our bullet journals. But sometimes you don't have the time. Sometimes you just want to get something set up and ready to go for the week and be done and have your week all set up and ready to go. So, this is going to be an example of a spread that would be good for one of those weeks where you just need something set up quickly. You only have 10 minutes. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys today. So I'm just going to get my phone camera set up over here for a reel. That looks good right there. And Luna's coming over here. Hello, honey. And I think she's going to lay in my box of stamps or maybe on the couch. She's going on the couch. Let's see. Holly asked how many months fits in a Scribble That Matter journal. Totally depends, Holly. Some people fit a year in their journal. Some people fit 3 to 4 months. It really depends on how many pages you use per month in your journal. But yeah, I would say on average, probably anywhere from like 3 to 6 months. All right. Make sure, turn the brightness up on this. Got my timer over here. You guys won't be able to see that unless I zoom out a little bit more, but you guys are here in real time, so you'll know that it's 10 minutes that I'm going to be setting this to. Okay. So I'm going to do let me just think a little bit ahead of time before I jump in here. Had the suggestion for a grid weekly. I really kind of wanted to use this vertical sticker because I just love that vertical sticker so much, but I'm trying to think if that will still work here. Yeah. Okay, that will totally still work. So I'm definitely going to use that. I just love that big vertical sticker so much. I'm going to get my phone up a little bit higher here so I can fit my whole journal. Like that. Scoot it up. Now I'll just adjust this camera. Perfect. Okay, let me prop up the back of my journal a little bit. Okay, I think my framing there is good. Let me also grab the decorative sheet for this collection in case I want to use it. And Kayla, really quick, asked, what is a grid layout? For me, I'll show you. Show you a grid weekly spread, and that's just what I call it. A grid weekly spread is what I call this type of setup where it's basically kind of like 4 or 8 equally spaced boxes taking up the whole spread. In general, I kind of categorize my weeklies by calling ones like this vertical weeklies, where it's big, tall, long weekly or daily sections. This is another example of a vertical weekly. I call this a horizontal weekly, which is where each day gets a long horizontal space. And then something like this, I call a grid weekly, which is basically just kind of like an in between where it's not super horizontal or super vertical. It's more like kind of evenly spaced squares almost. All right, let me grab this decorative sheet real quick. Okay, this is the decorative sheet I wanted to grab. And I'm going to place that up at the top here. Okay, I think I'm ready. And a big piece of these 10-minute spreads is I don't sketch anything out ahead of time. That's something I make sure to do now. I'm just going to make sure all of my supplies are here so that I'm not wasting time looking around for things. But I think this looks good. I like the idea of using my stamps for this, but the stamps can be a little time consuming sometimes. So I think I'll probably stay away from the stamps. But besides that, I think I'm pretty much ready. So yeah, let me see about getting a little paper clip action in here. Paperclip, hello. I've nearly lost all my paper clips. All right, whatever. Who needs it? Okay, am I ready? I'm going to start my phone recording. And I start off these videos by you can see kind of up top in my face cam view the way that I do these. So I cover the camera with the phone with my timer, and then I pull it back. Oh, actually, I'm going to want it to focus on the phone. So let me actually stop this, start this video over. Perfect. Okay. Show that I'm setting a 10-minute timer. And then I put that down over here, lock my focus. All right, and now I'm ready to start my setup. So I know right off the bat that I want to use this big vertical sticker right here. So I'm going to stick that in first, and that's kind of set the spacing for the rest of this whole spread. So I'm going to put that on the right side. Line it up with the bottom, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to create 8 boxes based on my available width here. So I'm going to grab my ruler. I'm going to measure this whole horizontal space. It's 21 spaces wide. So I'm going to create 8 boxes. Each one is going to be, or it's 21 centimeters wide. Each one is going to be 10.5 centimeters wide by 4 centimeters tall. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to draw in those boxes here. That's some quick math. 21 centimeters divided by 2 is 10.5. And then 16 centimeters divided by 4 is 4. And that is how I know my spacing here. So this middle line is going to go at the 10.5 centimeter mark. I love using a ruler with centimeter markings when it comes to figuring out my spread spacing, because a standard dot grid journal, the dots are 0.5 centimeter apart. So by using the centimeter side of a ruler, it basically just makes your math a little bit easier. Instead of working with bigger numbers, you can work with numbers that are cut in half. So instead of it being 42 spaces wide, it was 21 centimeters wide. Just makes the math a little bit easier. And now each one of these boxes is going to be 4 centimeters tall. The math when it comes to spread spacing is something that for me just gets easier with time. I also am like a math-brained person. Like I went to school for engineering. I've taken a lot of math classes. So when it comes to measuring things like this, it does come a little second nature to me to almost treat it like I'm measuring something, like I'm doing the math with like building a machine, kind of like with my engineering background. So I think that's why I gravitate towards really enjoying using my ruler and just doing math with my centimeters to figure out my spacing. And that's how I'm able to kind of wing spacing like this without too much of a struggle. And we still have 6 minutes and 20 seconds left with the backbone of my spreads all laid out and ready to go. So I have this nice little space on the left of each box to do my weekly headers here. So I think I'm going to actually stick in one of these stacks of books. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm going to use these little stacks of books first. And I'm going to stick one of these on the left side of each one of these daily sections. I still have 5 minutes left, so should be plenty of time. Doing a nice bookish spread. Like that. Let me scoot this one over a little bit. Let me do one of these orange ones. Like that. And then same thing over here. Which very perfectly kind of fits in this little left space over here. Let's do one of these gray ones. And then another green. And let me switch these here. Or actually, no, that's fine. Finish that with another blue. All right, we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. So let's keep moving here. I'm going to use these little dots here and dot days, and I'm just going to place these in the middle of each of these stacks of books. Like that. I now want to do a header at the top. I've got 3 minutes left still. I think I want to use one of these open little journals up at the top here. And then let's do a header for my dates. And, let's use a Crayola Super Tip for this. Maybe a purple. Why not? I like kind of going with my instinct decisions here. So this is going to be September 25th through October 1st. September, what did I say? 25th. Two minutes left. Let's do another color for the October half of this header. Maybe that brown I used for my Woodland spread. A minute and a half left. Okay. Let's do another little kitty sleeping at the top of this bookshelf here. I've got a minute left. Just kind of filling the space up here. 50 seconds left. That's always how it is with these spreads. I'm always like kind of rushing at the end, but it's fun. It's a fun challenge. 40 seconds left. I think I just want to do a little date at the bottom of each of these. Sometimes if I don't put the dates, I get a little bit confused. "20 seconds. 15, and then this will be tasks. All right, 5 seconds. That's it. Bam. All right. In the nick of time, let me finish up this video now really quick. Do a little, take my hand up to the camera to close it off, and then I get to do a cool little close-up version here. Ooh, my hands are shaky. Let me try that again. Okay. There we go. So there is an example of a 10-minute bullet journal spread. A lot of the times with these 10-minute spreads, it's similar to that. We're like, oh my goodness, sorry, I just kicked my table. Sorry for the loud sound. Um, but yeah, a lot of the times for my 10-minute bullet journal spreads, it's like I am very consciously trying to make it exactly 10 minutes long. It's just satisfying when I'm kind of like rushing to beat the clock at the end. Know when you're working on your bullet journal, there is no pressure to have to set it up in exactly 10 minutes. It's just a good challenge for me to create spreads that are a little bit simpler than I would normally go for. Normally doing a spread like this, I would want to like put drop shadows on everything or get a little bit more crazy with my, you know, like finding stamps or finding specific stickers, and I like giving myself the challenge of being a little bit more haphazard with my bullet journal, not thinking so hard about it, not needing to take so much time. Here you saw me set up 2 weekly spreads that took me very different amounts of time. This was one where I was really having fun just like crafting the visuals of the spread, having fun looking for fun supplies sitting around in my office, the washi tape, the quotes, the mixing different stickers together. And then this spread I set up in just 10 minutes. As you can see, both of these spreads are awesome, both very functional, both very beautiful. And this spread, I really tried to keep it simple. I stuck with minimal supplies. I just used my one sticker collection. It made things very easy. And I love how this one turned out as well. I will, now that I'm out of the 10 minutes and I finished filming it just on my own, I am just going to add like a couple little extra details. Don't tell anyone. Specifically, some color up in these hearts here. And I am now going to add my black drop shadow. I don't always make adjustments to my 10-minute spreads, but I feel like this is mostly because we're here hanging out in this live stream. I honestly just want an excuse to hang out with you guys a bit longer. So I'm going to add a few little embellishments that didn't fit into my 10 minutes, which also kind of gives a good idea of just like what extra details would I add to this if I had the time. And here's what it would be. Really just a little black drop shadow. Not necessary, but something I always just love doing with my Crayola lettering. Like that. Sam said it was great to see the 10-minute spreads done live. I'm glad. I'm glad that was helpful. It's so different when you see it just cut down into a minute. Even though it takes 10 minutes, it's still hard to visualize like how long everything takes me. And the longest part of setting up spreads in those 10-minute spread videos is definitely just creating the layout, doing the measuring, drawing in my boxes. And then from there, it's just kind of filling in the blanks, especially with my sticker sheets. Um, Once I have the boxes laid in, the way I made the decision of what stickers to stick here is basically just that I'm like, okay, I have this little sliver of space here for my header. What fits there? And then I saw that the books do. That led to the different decisions I made. But I like getting to show that in real time. I'll do that more often, Sam. Holly said, I'm thinking of getting stickers for December, January, March, February, and perhaps April, but not sure yet. Would you or the chat help me decide which sticker sheets I should get? So I'll send you some links to some collections that I think work nicely for those months. So for December, of course, I've got the Christmas and gingerbread collection, the Snow Day collection, the Polar collection here. For January, the Celebration collection is a great New Year's kind of theme. For February, I really love my Owl collection for February, or my whale collection. I think those are both kind of romantic themes. Windows of the World, I think, is also a great January collection. Cherry Blossom is great for February, very pink. Pink crystals would be great. And then for March, I usually think of like green themes. So leaves and succulents, I think would be a great one. What else would be great for March? Plants and pages. So I will send some of these links for you, Holly. Just a moment. Okay. And then here, for reference, Holly, the list I'm looking at here, let me send this to you. This is the list of all of my sticker collection sorted by theme. So I highly recommend scrolling through this. It makes it kind of easy to find things, but I'll also send you the specific themes that I was thinking, Holly. So here are good December ones. We have all of my Christmas and gingerbread stickers. We have my snow day collection and then my polar lights collection. These are my most like wintry themes. So that's those 3 I just sent. Then for January, I love the Celebration collection. Great for New Year's. I also think the Windows of the World collection, for whatever reason, I think makes a really good New Year's collection. Kind of like the idea of like one door closes, another opens, or like open opportunities. I just really like the windows for the new year. For February, kind of leaning into a pink Valentine's Day-esque theme. We have the Owl collection, the Cherry Blossom collection, Pink Crystals, and Happy Whales. Happy Whales has lots of hearts in it, so I think that's great for February. I'm really spamming the chat with links right now, but hopefully this is helpful, Holly. And then for March, I suggest the Leaves and Succulents collection, Plants and Pages, and I see Sam also suggested the Birds and the Bees collection for March. So I'll also send that one. And those are just a handful of suggestions, Holly. Again, I have 60 plus themes on that first link I sent. So I still recommend you scrolling through yourself. You might have some different ideas of themes that go well. And maybe one suggestion for April, because I really think that this is a great April theme, is my Busy Bee collection. Something about the Busy Bee collection just screams April to me. So there's that. Bam. There's some suggestions, Holly. I hope you enjoy browsing through. Hey, Bobby, welcome in. So happy to see you. I'm going to do a little colored background behind each number here. Like that. Okay. That is it for this last weekly of September. I pretty much set this up in 10 minutes. I then just added a drop shadow and these little colored backgrounds after the fact. But you guys will get to see the edited 10-minute spread reel version of this on Instagram and on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts probably. And I'll post that probably within the next couple weeks. Okay, so I've got September all set up. So let me give you guys a full flip through of September. These monthly and first weekly spreads I set up during my last live stream. I will send a link of that for you guys real quick, just in case you didn't get a chance to see that. If you go to my YouTube channel and click on the tab that says live, that's where you can see all of the live replays that I have available. Here is a link to my September Plan With Me live stream. So in case there we go. In case you didn't get to see that, there it is. Holly said, can I ask if you have a way for the website to stay in UK dollars? For UK, when I try to add the new pages, sometimes it goes into American dollars. I'm not sure, Holly. I'll have to look into that. Um, I'm not entirely sure. Sorry about that. Okay. So, September. We've got my September cover page and calendar page. I then have a general brain dump page for the month for whatever I decide wants to go here. I have my September live stream schedule page and September memories page. And what I'm going to do with you guys next is go through these spreads and get them filled out so far for what I need for September. And that's going to include coming up with a live stream schedule. This live stream schedule will be posted to my Patreon later today. I then have the first week of September. All of these spreads are using my lavender honey sticker collection, which is one of my newest collections up in the shop. I loved setting these up so much. Here is my second weekly of September. And then today we finish September off with a little bit of theme shifting. So I've got my Woodland theme sticker collection for this weekly, paired along with some mushroom washi tape from Coffee and Scribbles. Little Dutch door action with a quote from Holly on the inside. And then the final spread that I just set up with you guys is this final weekly of September going all the way to October 1st using my Luna's Library sticker collection for this one. And I want to add another little sleepy kitty sleeping at the bottom of this stack of books here. All right. So now that we've gotten a full flip through of September, let's run it back. Because now I want to just get ready for this coming week and for this coming month as much as I can. So first thing I'm going to do is start to fill out my calendar here with any relevant items. First thing I'm going to do is just like holidays and such. I know Labor Day is tomorrow. So let me just zoom in on September here and see what we got. So here is Labor Day. You know what? I think actually I want to film a reel of this too. I know people always like to see kind of how I actually fill my spreads up at the start of the month. So I think this would be a great little tidbit to show people. And I got enough battery. Tilt this down a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. All right, like that. So let me do a little intro to this reel here. Start that. All right, so keep going, filling out my calendar with whatever's coming up. Hello, Gabriella. Welcome in. And actually, is there any other? I see Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are this month, but I do not observe those holidays, so I don't think I really need them. Any other things I know are coming up? I think that Jake's final film edit is due here. Therapy. Thank you, Shuri. Thank you for reminding me of all that, because I have a tendency to sometimes forget about my therapy sessions. I have therapy on Mondays. Okay, And I feel like things are pretty open this month, so I don't think I should have too much of an issue scheduling in my live streams for the month. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump to my live stream schedule here and I'm going to zoom in the video I'm taking, kind of do a couple different little angles. Okay. And I'm very curious here, especially for those of you who are patrons of mine or maybe are interested in becoming patrons of mine. What days do you guys like for live streams? What are your favorite live stream days? I'm also going to be scheduling my October Plan With Me live stream here. So maybe we can start there. If you guys, I usually like to do my public live streams on the weekends just because I feel like it's most available for people. And I like to do my monthly plan with me's like in the second or last weekend of the month. So I'm thinking maybe the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd for my October plan with me. Holly likes Saturday, Sky likes Saturday, Sam likes the plan with me's on Saturday. Okay, so let's do Saturday the 23rd. And actually, what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to find a freebie sheet. Here we go. And I'm going to use my little logos to mark my live streams. So on the 23rd, and then Cherie likes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Jade or Steph also likes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So let's start by scheduling my live streams for this coming week. So I do 7 Patreon live streams a month. So I think I'll do one on Wednesday. Going back to my calendar here to make sure there's nothing I'm forgetting about. Let's do. Oh, Sam said not Wednesday. You don't have Wednesdays available, Sam? I'll probably still do at least one Wednesday stream this month, but how about we move this first one to one where you can attend, Sam? Should I do a Labor Day stream tomorrow and just get straight into our Winter Nights sticker collection? That kind of sounds like a good idea. How about I get straight into live streams tomorrow? I'm designing a Winter Nights collection for this month's sticker collection. So I love the idea of just jumping straight in. So let's do a live stream tomorrow. Then let's do another one on Friday. So there's our first two. Let's see. Let's then do one. Tomorrow is going to be a Patreon live stream. Let's then do maybe I want to do a second public live stream. Do you guys like the idea of me doing one on the last day of September? Kind of like that idea. Almost like kind of similar to this stream where I'd get my all of my October spreads set up on the 23rd and then a week later I could do a stream like setting up the rest of my weeklies and getting prepped for the month just like today's. So let's do that. 2 Saturday streams at the end of the month. Okay, so I'm going to do some Tuesday, Thursday streaming for this following week. I try to mix up the streams so that there's some that land on every day just to accommodate for all the different schedules out there. Sky said, I wish you'd do a public one once a week. I would love that, Sky. If I wasn't already doing a million live streams, I definitely would. Maybe after we move, I can figure out my schedule slightly better to be able to make that happen. But I love the public live streams. So I'm glad to at least fit 2 in. Okay, let's maybe go to another Monday. I'm going to put one Wednesday stream in this month, Sam. Wednesday the 20th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more. Anyone have any preference here? I want to join Patreon again, but I got to get our finances back on track to do so. I feel you, Sky. That's like me with all my friends and people I liked Patreon. I was like, "I wanna join, but I do not have the money." One day. Kayla said, "You could do one on every day and I wouldn't complain." Oh, that would be the dream. One day I'll have employees to cut all my stickers and do all of my orders and answer all of my emails, and then I'll just be able to live stream and draw stickers every day. That would be my dream. Let's see, let's see. What do we want here? Where do we want the last live stream? I'm just gonna wait till one of my patrons in the chat or somebody who's gonna be there. Maybe that last Thursday? Yeah, I'm down for that. The 28th. That sounds good to me. There we go. Okay. That looks good. I always have to double check my live stream schedule with Jake and our housemate before I post it publicly. But for now, this is looking pretty good for my live stream schedule. And I will be sure to post this later today. And I'll also post a picture to my Instagram story for you guys to screenshot. My live stream schedule posts on Patreon are also always public. A lot of my Patreon posts are actually public. So if you scroll through my Patreon, even if you don't have an account or anything, you can usually see the posts that are unlocked for everyone to see. And that includes the live stream schedule. I leave that open publicly for anyone to see so that if you're considering joining Patreon, you can see kind of what the live stream schedules look like each month. Isabel said, shouldn't there technically be one for today? Absolutely. Obviously, that one's already been scheduled, but why not put that in as well? So, what I'm going to do now is label all of these. Public, 12 p.m. This one is going to be public. I like doing 12 or 1 p.m. for my public streams because it gives me enough time to stream for a long time without it getting too late here. See you later, Holly. Hope you have a good night's sleep. No worries about not being able to place an order tonight. Nick said, do I have any of my freebies for print on Patreon? I'd love to use those Planning with K stickers to keep the schedule in my Bujo as well. Unfortunately, no, I don't have any freebies as a printable. But I've been telling my patrons forever that I'm going to make a printable and a sticker release of these little logos. I also have been getting requests to make a sticker sheet of these weekly headers that I put on my freebies. So I am going to get on that very soon and get both of those things created. Okay, I'm going to make both of these public streams at this same time. Okay, and now these are my Patreon streams. So I always do it in the same order where first there's a $3 plus stream, then there's a $5 plus stream, and then a $10 plus. Then we go back to 3, and then 5, and then 10, and then 10. So $10 and up patrons get 7 live streams. If you're a $5 patron, you get 5 live streams. And if you're a $3 patron, you get 2 live streams. Or you get 2 live streams, 4 live streams, and 7 live streams. You're so welcome, Holly, and good night. So happy to have you here as always. And I'm looking forward to see you during the next public live stream. All right, so let's do my times now. I have therapy at 3 on Mondays. I'm not sure if I have therapy tomorrow, honestly. Let me see if I have an email from my therapist. Because it's Labor Day. So I'm like, Okay, I'm going to assume I do have therapy tomorrow. So let's do tomorrow's live stream at 11 a.m. This is all Pacific Daylight Time. So I'll do that plenty early so that I have time before therapy. I'll do this Friday's stream at 1 p.m., kind of give myself a little bit more time in the day. Let's see. For Tuesday, the 12th, does anybody prefer later live streams? I typically don't start streams after like 2 p.m. my time, but I very occasionally have done like a 3, 4 p.m. stream. I think the thing with the later streams is for a lot of Europe, it ends up being a little too late for you guys, but I know the later streams are better for my Australia, New Zealand fans. So I tend to do streams starting anywhere from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. But I'm curious if anybody here would have a preference towards a like 3 p.m. or later stream. If not, I'm just going to kind of default to doing my same types of stream. I like in the day live streams if it's public. Today is my first time watching your YouTube. I'm in Canada. Hello, Marley. Welcome. I'm so happy you find my YouTube channel on a day when I'm live streaming nonetheless. Welcome. Okay, I think I'm going to stick to kind of my same times. 12 p.m. Let's do a 2 p.m. here. I like mixing up in later streams just because it gives me a little bit more of a day before I have to do my stream. Let's do another 11 a.m. for this Monday. Let's do a 1 p.m. for this Wednesday. And for this Thursday, let's do another 12 p.m. Okay. So there's that live stream schedule all set and ready to go. I am now going to also put those in on this calendar here. So let me go like this. Basically at the very bottom. One p.m. 12 p.m. 2 p.m. 11 a.m. 1 p.m. 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Okay, there's all my live streams laid in there. I'm going to give those a little bit of a highlight with a yellow marker. Or maybe even my light yellow or light purple Tombow, if I can find it. Or here, my light purple mild liner will work. Give all of these a little colored highlight to make them pop a little bit more. Okay. So I think the next thing that I really want to do is I want to jump to my weekly spread for this coming week and really lay out and plan this next week. I've got a lot of stuff to do. So I know it's going to help me to plan some things out a little ahead of time, try to get prepped as much as I can. So let me back my camera up here. All right. What pen did I use? This is a pen from Erin Condren. Let me see if I can focus in on it for you. There we go. From Erin Condren. It came in a little 4-pack, has a fine and a medium tip. I love this pen because it's a very interesting barrel. It's like a plastic barrel and tip. So it's very hard. It gives like really nice, clean lines. I love this pen. All right, let's now go to this weekly right here. And first thing I'll do is fill out these events right here. Let me also just like zoom in on this a little bit. So I'm just going to put in all of those events I wrote on my calendar here. So here we have an 11 a.m. live and 3 p.m. therapy. And then I've also got a 1 p.m. live on Friday. Hello, Maritza. Welcome in. Okay, and then tasks. So let's start to figure this out here. I really need to focus on responding to all of my emails and messages always. That's like the hardest thing for me personally about my business to keep up with is my emails and messages. So I am going to put on my weekly task list here to respond to all. It's time for me to clear my inbox. I have been putting it off because it's a bit of a daunting task for me. Respond to all my emails. I want to ship out as many orders as I can this week. So, oh, and tomorrow I'm going to need to pay bills, especially rent. Let's see. Tomorrow, I'm also going to I'll try today to post all my Patreon content, so, like, my coupons, coupon codes, live stream schedule, and theme reveal. Maritza asked, "Did you have a live stream on the 24th?" No, Maritza, so this is actually a reschedule of that live stream. I ended up having internet issues that day. I had posted on my Instagram and on Patreon, announcing, but yeah, that live stream ended up being canceled, and it was rescheduled to today. So welcome, Maritza. Um, I'm gonna put my live stream on here as well. I'm gonna put therapy on here as well. I like to double up on my events because those are things that I can have a tendency to miss. So it never hurts for me to write these things down more than once. Okay, I don't wanna get too far ahead on my task list because 'cause I'm gonna be, taking it a day at a time, but I really wanna be packing and cutting sticker orders every day this week. I also want to post on socials tomorrow. And maybe if I can aim to post on my socials every other day, can be a good goal for me. I think it'd be cool if I could maybe release a new sticker collection on Friday, either the strawberry or secret garden, but that'll depend on how many orders I get shipped out before then. So let me go new release question mark. Let me shift my camera over here as well. And then post socials. And then let me just give myself a goal of like answering a certain number of emails every day. Usually, if I give myself a small goal for emails, it really helps me to get into it. And then it's easy for me to bust a bunch out. It's just the mental block of starting. I quite shamefully have an issue with responding to messages and emails as a single person business owner who doesn't have any help when it comes to customer service responses. It's just overwhelming. It's like it's a whole mental block for me. You know, it also comes with that a lot of the times if somebody is needing to email you, it's often because like something hasn't arrived yet or hasn't shown up. You know, it's just a little bit anxiety inducing. It's something that I hope in the next year to just get some help for. Um, I also have a little bit of like control issues when it comes to responding to people. So, as you can see, it's a whole situation I've created for myself. But I'm really this week, I'm going to get on top of it and get all these freaking emails responded to. It's not fair for me to let people just be waiting for a response. As anxiety inducing as it is for me, this is the life I've chosen. And this is what you got to do. Oh, so exciting, Holly, starting college. I love that. Yeah, I don't think I'm alone with just like the email overwhelm stress. That's something that happens even if you don't run a business. It's still emails are just stressful. And the more you avoid them, the more stressful it becomes. So it's just this whole cycle. Okay, I'm feeling good though about these goals here. Let me do post socials here. Okay. That's feeling pretty good. I think that's a good loose plan for this coming week. I don't like to plan out my daily tasks too far ahead of time because my plan often changes. I sometimes have a little bit of a inaccurate sense of how much I can get done in a day. So if I plan things out too far in advance, I just get off track. So I think this is a good start. I've got Monday nice and prepped and planned out, and the rest of my week, I basically have laid out some goals for myself where it's like really want to respond to things. I think maybe I should also have a goal of packing and shipping orders. I just want to do a little bit every day. It's the key. I just need to get a little bit in here and there. And we'll see how that goes. Um, Let me also add those sticker collage printables here since I keep forgetting about those. Okay, perfect. I think if there's any last thing I would wanna do, it's like a running task list for the month, but honestly, I think I might be in a better place if I just give myself a week to start getting things done, and then I can kind of, like, start to brainstorm the rest of this month. But I feel like that's feeling pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to, like, prep and plan out for this month. Let me just kind of think about it for a sec. Oh, I can put all of my live streams on my other weekly spreads. That's a good thing to do ahead of time. So I got a $10 plus 12 p.m. spread on the 12th for live. $3 plus at 2 p.m. And then on the 18th, I have a $5 plus at 11. $10 plus at 1 p.m. And then my October plan with me is going to be on September 23rd. This is a public live stream at 12 p.m. Excited to see you guys there. And finally, this last week, we got a $10 plus stream at 12 p.m. And then another public live stream on Saturday, the 30th at 12 p.m. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else to prep ahead of time. I know that, like, on the last days or week of the month is when I gotta post all my end of month Patreon content, but it lands on different days sometimes. Or maybe I'll just put that in my general task list here. Post printables and digital stickers. I should have this month's sticker collection actually probably done pretty early this month because it's already partially started. It's a blue Northern Lights looking winter collection with all of the different winter animals from my past sticker collections. Thank you, Cherie. You keep really trying to remind me about my therapy, and I really appreciate it because, again, I've been just struggling to remember about my therapy. 3 p.m. therapy on my Mondays. Here. See you later, Holly. Have a good night. I'm almost done, so you won't be missing out on much more, but I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for the drink reminder, Shuri. Okay. I feel like that's everything that I have to pre-set up for this month. I think everything else is gonna come as it comes, um, but I think that that is looking pretty good so far. Okay, so let me just, like, finish off this reel really quick. Okay, bam, filmed some content, gotta love it. Alright. I think that that is probably it for today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I was meaning to do, but I wanted to get this month all ready and set. I wanted to get my weekly spread for this coming week all ready for me to go into my day tomorrow. I am seeing here that my list is full for Monday and Friday. There is a chance I might need a daily log for tomorrow or for Friday of this week, but I'm a little hesitant to set it up ahead of time because I do have a pretty packed to-do list here. So this might be all that I need to get done tomorrow. So I'm just going to wait. If I need a daily log, I can always set that up tomorrow. But for now, I'm feeling pretty good and pretty prepped for not only this coming week, but for the whole month of September. I hope this was a useful live stream for you guys, not only for the kind of spread inspiration of these two weekly spreads. I thought it was cool giving you guys kind of two different spread ideas. One that was a little bit more complicated, it's got a Dutch door, took a little more time on, and then a second weekly that I was able to set up in just 10 minutes. I used two different themes for these weeklies. I used my Luna's Library collection for this one and my Woodland collection for this one here. I love how both of those turned out, especially in contrast with my lavender honey theme for the rest of September. Besides those weeklies, I also loved getting to show you guys a little bit of my prep stage for this new month. I think a lot of bullet journal content really revolves around the setup of these spreads, how we create them initially, but it doesn't always follow up with like how we use the spreads, how we actually kind of the routine of like when do you fill out your monthlies? When do you fill out your weeklies? And I think this gave a good little prep inside look at my prep for the month, seeing what I fill out at the start of the month to quote unquote get ready for the month, the things that I'm filling out ahead of time on my weekly spread versus what I'm creating and filling out in the moment. So once we get to tomorrow, I will ideally be looking at this little daily section, start crossing off my to-do lists and moving any things I don't complete over to the next day. And hopefully, with all of this prep laid out, I have a productive and well filled next week. I feel like time has been slipping away a little bit these last couple weeks, and I really want to use my bullet journal to kind of ground myself again, figure out where my time is going so I can get as much done, not only as productively, but as like efficiently as possible. So I'm very excited to get into this week, excited to get my emails all responded to, excited to catch up on my order shipments, and excited to get into my live streams. So, if you aren't a patron but you enjoyed today's live stream, I highly recommend joining Patreon. It's the start of the month, which is the best time to join Patreon. It means you get access to Patreon for the whole month of September. If you wanted to just join at the $3 level, so you would just pay $3 for the month of September, you'll gain access to tomorrow's live stream as well as so many printable bullet journal spreads. All of my calendar spreads and most of my decorative printables are available under the $1 tier. So if you join at the $3 tier, you'll gain access to all of these different printables. You'll gain access to live streams. Um, You'll gain access to new coupon codes for the month, all sorts of stuff. If you go to my Patreon, you can read the full list of what becomes available under each tier. But yeah, if you've ever considered joining my Patreon, now is a perfect time. Beginning of the month, get the entire month. And if you join at the 15, 25, or $30 levels, you automatically be shipped my Winter Nights sticker collection, which I will be designing during the Patreon live streams this month. All right. So, with all of that being said, guys, I think that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining. This was such a lovely time hanging out with you guys as usual. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend and an excellent start to this next coming week. And thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me for a few hours on your weekend. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you for being here, for being so engaged in the chat, for chatting and hanging out with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.